All right, hello Algebra 2. So you are working on the review for 7.1 and 7.2. I'm going to split this up into two videos because I don't want to record a 20-minute video. So I'm going to do numbers 1 through 4 for this first video, and then the second video, I'll do number 5, number 6, and number 7. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to see if this pen works. There we go. It wasn't working earlier, but hooray, it works. Okay, number 1 and number 2, we want to graph each exponential function. We want to state the domain and the range of each function, and also state the equation of the asymptote of each graph. So here they give us a little xy table for f of x equals 2 to the x plus 3 power minus 2. So I'm just going to pick some pretty easy numbers. I'm going to start with -3. -3 plus 3 is 0. 2 to the 0 is 1. 1 minus 2, -1. Now I'm going to plug in -2. 2 to the -2 plus 3, that is 2 to the first, which is 2. 2 minus 2, 0. Now let's plug in -1. -1 plus 3 is 2. 2 squared is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. Now I'm going to plug in 0. 0 plus 3 is 3. 2 to the third is 8. 8 minus 2, 6. All right, now we got to draw the graph here. Let me scroll down a little bit. Here we go. Perfect. So 0, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right about there. -1, 2. Right there. -2, 0. Whoop, too far. There we go. Let's see if I can erase that little dot there. Perfect. Okay, and now you're not. There we go. Oh man, technology. Tell you what. And we got -3, -1. 1, 2, 3, -1, right about there. Okay. So, I kind of want to see how far this goes. I'm going to plug in -4 as well into my function. I'm going to see what I get, just for curiosity's sake. Let me scroll back up. -4 plus 3 is -1. 2 to the negative first is 1/2. 1/2 minus 2 is -1.5. I'm going to do -1.5. Decimals are definitely easier to see on a graph than fractions. So, right about, I'm going to say right about there. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to be close enough for us, though. All right, now I feel like I've got enough points to graph this up. And it's not the prettiest looking graph, I know, but again, I don't claim to be an artist. So, we want to state the domain and the range. And I'm going to do it in interval notation. So the domain, all my x's, there's nothing that I can't plug in. So I've got -infinity to infinity. Again, we have to use parentheses and not the square ones because infinity is not a number. Now, I want to go with the range. That's my lowest y value to my highest y value. Looking at my graph, I notice that I get to -2, but I never actually touch -2. So that's supposed to be a negative there. So -2, and then I just go up forever. So -2 to infinity. Now my asymptote, it's this horizontal line right there that's supposed to be a straight line, but it's at y equals -2. So that's my asymptote for number 1. Doing the same thing for number 2 here. I'm going to pick some numbers. I'm going to pick, in this case, -1, 0, 1, and 2. Those are going to be relatively easy for us. So I plug in -1, I should get 6. So 1/3 to the negative first is 3. 3 plus 3 is 6, yep. When I plug in 0, I'll get 4 because 1 plus 3 is 4. When I plug in 1, I have 1/3 plus 3, which is 3.3. What happened? There we go. 3.3 repeating. And when I plug in 2, that's 1/9 plus 3. So that is, if you use a calculator, that is 3.1 repeating. Same type of deal here. I'm going to go ahead and graph up my points here, and away we go. -1, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. 0, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. Perfect. 1 is 3.3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, right about there. And 2, 3.1, even closer. Okay. So right off the bat, I can kind of see where my asymptote might be. I think it's going to be right there. I'm going to go ahead and connect the dots that I've already got. There we go. Again, domain, same as the last one. It's -infinity to infinity. There's nothing that I can't plug in. My range, looks like my lowest value is at 3, but I never actually get to 3. So that means my asymptote is at y equals 3. Okay, that's numbers 1 and 2. Hopefully that helps you out there. Whoops, went too far. Number 3. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm just going to do the graphing ones on this one, kind of keep it together. And I'll label them as I create the videos here. So we got f of x equals e to the -x plus 2 minus 1 OE. Here we go. I'm going to plug in 0, 1, 2, and 3. You're going to need a calculator with this one. I'm not going to lie. So when we plug in 0, we got e squared minus 1. That'll get you 6.3891. I want to be as accurate as I can with this. When I plug in 1, we get 1.7183. When we plug in 2, it's actually pretty nice. E to the 0 is 1. 1 minus 1, 0. 3. Whenever you plug a 3 in, you get -3 plus 2, which is -1. E to the -1st minus 1 will get you negative. It's supposed to be a negative. -0.632. I'm going to plug up my points here, and here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.3. Right about there. We got 1.7. Right about there. We got 2, 0. That's an easy one. And 3, -0.6. So I think right about there. And I can kind of guess where my asymptote might be. I think it's going to be right along there. So I think my asymptote's going to be right here. Domain, what I can't plug in. Can I not plug in anything? Nope, I can plug in just about anything. -infinity to infinity. Range, I'm going to say at -1. -1's my lowest to infinity without ever actually touching -1. So y equals -1 would have to be my asymptote. Okay, so that's the graphing ones. If you've got any other questions, let one of us know. Stay tuned for number 4, 5, 6, and 7. We'll see you here in a bit.